Welcome back, Bitcoin Dorks. In today's video, we delve into an intriguing story that has been making waves in the cryptocurrency community. It revolves around Swan Bitcoin and CoinBits, two prominent Bitcoin services and their ties to Prime Trust, a trusted financial institution. The fallout from these disclosures has led to discussions and debates about transparency, trust, and the future of the cryptocurrency industry. Let's dive into the details. Swan Bitcoin and CoinBits are both well-known platforms that offer Bitcoin investment services, allowing users to buy and accumulate Bitcoin over time. These services have gained popularity among cryptocurrency enthusiasts and investors who are looking to build their Bitcoin holdings gradually. The controversy stems from the fact that Swan Bitcoin and CoinBits had not previously disclosed their partnership with Prime Trust, leading some users and industry observers to question the platform's commitment to transparency and openness. Transparency is a key principle in the cryptocurrency space, where trust is paramount. Some argue that the lack of upfront disclosure raises concerns about potential conflicts of interest and whether users were fully aware of the custody arrangements for their Bitcoin holdings. Transparency is essential to ensure that users have a clear understanding of how their funds are stored, managed, and safeguarded. Supporters of Swan Bitcoin and CoinBits argue that Prime Trust's involvement brings added security and credibility to the platforms. Prime Trust is a trusted financial institution that specializes in custody and escrow services, and their involvement could provide peace of mind to users who value the security of their Bitcoin holdings. The disclosure of Prime Trust ties to Swan Bitcoin and CoinBits has sparked broader discussions about the need for transparency and disclosure within the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Many believe that transparency is critical to building trust and credibility, not just for individual platforms but for the industry as a whole. The cryptocurrency industry has unfortunately witnessed numerous scams and fraudulent activities throughout its history. These incidents have underscored the need for transparent practices as a crucial tool in combating these issues and building a more trustworthy ecosystem. Platforms that prioritize transparency by openly disclosing their partnerships, custody arrangements, and security measures demonstrate a strong commitment to user protection. Being transparent about custody arrangements is paramount in the cryptocurrency industry. Users need assurance that their funds are securely stored and managed. By openly communicating how they handle custody of users' assets, platforms establish trust and demonstrate their commitment to protecting user funds. Transparent custody arrangements also serve as a safeguard against potential misappropriation or unauthorized access, providing users with peace of mind. Transparency in security measures is essential to establish a secure environment for users. By openly sharing information about the security protocols, encryption methods, and auditing practices they employ, platforms demonstrate their dedication to safeguarding user data and funds. Users can assess the level of security implemented by a platform and make informed decisions about their participation based on that information. By prioritizing transparency, platforms not only protect their users but also contribute to the overall development and credibility of the cryptocurrency industry. Transparent practices set a standard for responsible behavior and help create an environment where fraudulent activities are less likely to thrive. As more platforms adopt transparent practices, it becomes increasingly challenging for malicious actors to exploit unsuspecting users. Regulators around the world are grappling with how to effectively regulate the cryptocurrency market while balancing innovation and investor protection. In this context, transparency becomes a key factor in building regulatory trust. Platforms that are transparent in their operations, including partnerships, custody arrangements, and security measures, demonstrate a commitment to regulatory compliance and cooperation. By openly sharing information about their operations, platforms can foster a cooperative relationship with regulators. Transparency allows regulators to gain insight into a platform's activities, helping them better understand the measures taken to protect users and prevent fraudulent activities. This level of transparency builds confidence and credibility, making it more likely for regulators to view the platform as a responsible participant in the industry. Transparent practices contribute to the overall integrity and stability of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. By being open and forthright, platforms help to create a level playing field and discourage illicit activities. Regulatory compliance, accompanied by transparency, establishes a foundation for fair and orderly markets, fostering trust not only among regulators but also among users and investors. By proactively implementing transparent practices, platforms can stay ahead of regulatory changes, adjust their operations accordingly, and mitigate regulatory risks. This proactive approach positions platforms as responsible market participants and reduces the likelihood of facing regulatory backlash or penalties. Platforms that prioritize transparency are better positioned to shape regulatory discussions and advocate for industry-friendly regulations. By demonstrating their commitment to regulatory compliance, platforms can engage in constructive dialogues with regulators, sharing insights and best practices. This collaborative approach fosters a more effective regulatory framework that accommodates innovation while safeguarding investor interests. By adhering to regulatory requirements and openly disclosing their operations, platforms earn the trust and support of regulators, foster a level playing field, and advocate for industry-friendly regulations. Transparency not only benefits the platforms themselves but also promotes investor protection and contributes to the overall growth and stability of the cryptocurrency industry. And that wraps up today's video. We delved into the intriguing story surrounding Swan Bitcoin, CoinBits, and their ties to Prime Trust, sparking discussions about transparency and trust within the cryptocurrency industry. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay tuned for more updates on cryptocurrency markets and important news here on Bitcoin Dorks. Thank you for joining us today.